Hi guys, welcome back. It's Amanda. This is, I guess you could call challenge number 1 of use it in your cookbook, the recipe that I came up with. Y'all, this was a harder challenge on my own part. Harder than I thought it was because I have like so many cookbooks and trying to find something that I already had the ingredients for, which I'm pretty stocked on, you know, basics. But that's what I was looking for. I was looking for something that uses basic ingredients. And what I mean by basics is that stuff that you kind of like, stuff that we grow on our little farmstead, homestead, whatever you want to call it. We grow lots of potatoes, tomatoes, broccoli, what else? Cucumbers. But you know, the stuff that we have right now are potatoes from last year. I am seriously trying to use them up. That's kind of why I'm using, I chose this recipe mainly. Now, the book that I chose, it's going to be backwards, yes, I know, but what's the title of? The Amish Cook. They actually they run an online, you can get an email to this particular right here. The lady took it over for her mother who passed away, and she does weekly or monthly recipes. I can't remember which. I get it in my inbox all the time. But anyway, this is the book I'm using. Like I said, it uses basic ingredients. I absolutely love it. Like I said, it's shameful that I bought this book when I did and it sat on the shelf. But the good thing about it, I did not pay a lot for this. Most of my books come from thriftbook.com, and I usually don't go over $5. I can't remember. It was probably $4 or $5. I don't know. But for a hardback book, it was a good deal. So I'm going to turn you around, show you what is going into this recipe. I'll show you the recipe so you can screenshot it. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, of course, after you watch it if you like it. And I appreciate you coming on with me today. So anyway, let's get into this. And if you guys have got a recipe that you tried out, leave it in the comment below. We're here to help each other, encourage one another. I think that's what it's all about. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this recipe. And y'all, I don't know if you can tell, but my window's blowing. It's 74 degrees here right now. Excuse me, 72 degrees. And it's not even 9:30 in the morning. Yeah, it's just a little preview of spring. But yeah, like you said, the wind's blowing. I've got my windows open crazy. Anyway, but let me go ahead and get into this. I get sidetracked so easily. All right, let's get into it. All right, guys, first thing I'm doing is cooking the sausage and the onions down together. The recipe doesn't say that. The recipe, another reason I like this recipe is because you're basically dumping everything together, making like a casserole out of it. I'm just going ahead and doing this because I like extra soft onions. Like I said, I'm adding the sausage is just like an extra ingredient that I'm adding to this because my husband was going to ask for meat anyway. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and make this a one. Go ahead and put the sausage in it too. I guess it's not going to hurt anything. You know, kind of improvising is good. I don't know. Am I messing up on my own challenge? I don't know. But it's also about the pantry challenge still going on. I'm still trying to use the things I have. So basically, I'm just going to be cooking down this sausage with the onions right now. Right now, I'm just cutting up these potatoes like it said. It said about 2 pounds. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure. It's supposed to go in. And what size dish is this supposed to go in? It's supposed to go into a 2-quart casserole dish. But I'm guessing because I'm adding the sausage, it's probably going to be a little bigger than that as well. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Do you guys do that? I have a bad habit of improvising with recipes, adding stuff to it. But the thing is, I knew my husband, Richard, he was going to want some kind of meat with this. So, you know, he's a meat and potatoes man, y'all. And because he wanted meat and potatoes, I'm like, I may as well just go ahead and add that to it. You know? Anybody else do that? All right, guys, I got all of my ingredients assembled and ready to go. Here's my potatoes. I'm going ahead and putting them in a larger pot because I know they're going to need that. So basically, I'm just going to start adding everything. They sit there and said to add 2 cups of sour cream. This is almost 2 cups of sour cream, I'm thinking. Yeah, it's about 1 cup and 2. And then go ahead and add my 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. Have y'all noticed how expensive this stuff's gotten? I'm used to paying 50 cents a can. Now it's like 58 cents a can at Walmart. I got to start making my own. I know there's so many recipes. Actually, this book that I've got, this cookbook, shows you how to make it. I need to try that. Oh, wow, this is already getting bigger than I thought. The next thing it says is to add the... Okay, the next thing, I'm sorry, guys, I'm having to check to make sure this thing's on. Okay, then it says to add the butter. I'm going to add the butter in there. I always like to scrape it out because I want to make sure you're getting every bit of the butter. So go ahead and add the cheese. 2 cups of the cheddar cheese or whatever kind of cheese you have is what it says. But guys, I'm going to do another little bit of improvising. I'm going to add a little bit of cream cheese in here. Yeah. Gonna add just a little bit of cream cheese in here. I don't think it could hurt. And I kind of want this extra creamy, so yeah, get in there. And again, I know that cream cheese and sausage and onions go good together, so, oh, whatever. Let's go ahead and add all of it. We don't want to waste anything. So, all of this is put in there. And the last thing I have over here, I gotta watch this. This is my sausage with the onions. I'm gonna put it in last after I get all of this stirred up. Now that cream cheese is probably not gonna mix well. I guarantee it's not gonna mix well, but it will. I know it will melt while it's cooking. That's what I like about this recipe. I guess it's what drew me to begin with, is the simple ingredients and the fact that you can mix everything in one bowl. I'm a casserole kind of girl. Yep, I love my casseroles because they're simple, they're easy. You could put them together really fast and they last. Oh wow, this is going to be, I think this is going to end up being a 9 by 13 inch pan by the time I add my sausage to it. So now I've got everything completely mixed up again, y'all. Sorry, I'm checking to make sure this is working because last time I did it didn't. I'm going to go ahead and add my drained sausage and onions to it. Go ahead and mix that in. Y'all, I'm so glad. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a nice breeze blowing in because it is hot in my kitchen already. Good night. That's one thing I am definitely not looking forward to is the heat. Well, actually, the heat don't bother me. It's the humidity. Yeah, now this said this was going to go into a 2-quart pan. No. It's definitely going to be a 9 by 13, which is good because I can just simply cook it and freeze the other half after I use it. This is like a one-pot meal. Y'all, I love my one-pot meals. Probably could use a little more cheddar cheese, but I guess with the cream cheese in there, it's going to be okay. So let me go ahead and get out my pan and get it greased. So I've already got my pan. I got it greased. It did say a 2-quart. I went ahead and did 9 by 13 because this is a whole lot. This is like that pot. So let me go ahead and get this dumped in here. Oh my word, y'all. That's one thing about this pot. It is like super heavy. But I like it because you can mix everything up in it really fast. Yeah, let me kind of get this out. Oh my word. Oh yeah, definitely a 9 by 13 inch pan. Definitely a 9 by 13 inch pan. And that cream cheese I put in it, I was concerned that it didn't melt. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this where you can see it. Yeah, let's try this. A little better, a little back. Yeah, I think that's a little better. It's already melted because the sausage was hot. So that was no problem with that. So the only thing I'm doing now is let me smooth it out. Oh gosh, this is already amazing just thinking about it. I love these one-pan meals. Okay, definitely. Okay, that's smoothed out. So what I'm going to do now is get out my crackers. So I got my crackers. Like I said, I went ahead and used a whole sleeve of the Ritz crackers. It said just to go ahead and put it on top. Like I said, it really didn't specify what kind of crackers. I didn't know if it was saltines or what, but I guess in this case, improvising is perfectly fine. Let me go ahead and get this all smoothed out here. Probably wouldn't hurt if I drizzled a little bit of butter on it, but I'm not going to because I imagine the grease and the cheese and all that's going to kind of produce its own little grease on it to keep it from drying out. I'm going to clean up my pan a little bit because I'm very particular about that. And anyway, this is going to go into the oven for 45 minutes. It's probably going to be an hour because like I said, I added stuff to it. And this is what it looks like. It looks amazing. It makes a lot. So let's get this in the oven and I'll bring it back and show you the finished product on it. All right, guys. So I have pulled this out of the oven. I was thinking it was going to take 45 minutes to cook. It actually took about an hour and a half because I had to get the potatoes soft. But y'all, if you look at this, you see it's bubbling. Look at that. Oh, y'all, it smells amazing. Let you get a side view of it. If I can get a good side view of it. Yeah. I'm glad I did add that sausage because, yeah, it just kind of makes it more of a one-pan meal. I'm actually going to let this set up for about 15 minutes before I cut into it or scoop it out to let you guys see it. But, y'all, it smells absolutely amazing right now. All right, guys, while this is cooling down just a few more minutes, I do want to give you, again, a chance to take a screenshot of this recipe if you want to. I did everything it did except I did add a block of cream cheese and a pound of sausage. And I cooked the sausage with the onions. If you don't want this, if you want this recipe, you can screenshot it, but I will link mine down below. in the description box. So, y'all, this looks absolutely amazing. I'm going to try to, it is still kind of really soft, so I've got to be like really careful. I'll get out and kind of let you see what it looks like. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, gonna put that on there. And yeah, actually the I was concerned about the crackers not cooking right or getting too dried out. They're beautiful. So this is what it looks like. Okay. And by the way, I did not peel my potatoes. It said to peel potatoes. I didn't do that. So let me get just something to top it off, because, you know, when you make something look good, it kind of makes it more appealing. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of parsley on there. So here's what it looks like. And y'all, I've already cheated. I've tasted it. It's absolutely amazing. Look at that sausage, cheese, cream cheese, potatoes, onions. Oh, all the good stuff. All the good stuff that will be good for a cold winter's night. Of course, we're like 72 right now, so it'll be good tomorrow. It's supposed to cool down. Anyway, this is my first recipe for my Use That Cookbook Challenge. Hope you guys will join me. Let me know what you've done below. Like I said, get out there. It doesn't matter where you get your recipe from. This is a good way to make sure you're using your pantry items, using the oldest items up first. In our case, it's potatoes. And what else are we using up? The potatoes and the sausage, and using what I've got. And the best thing about this recipe is I already had all the items on hand, which is another kind of like trick, I guess, that makes sure I'm doing my pantry challenge right. Anyway, hope you guys are having an amazing day. Thank you so much for stopping by. God bless.